Matthew Fitzpatrick. This from 111.
Again, this is that flag sitting in a little bit of a low area. They can just go straight to it and spin it back just like that.
Playing over there with Xander Schauffele and Adam Scott.
And back here at 17, Matthew Fitzpatrick playing his second shot to the par 5. 3 under par at the moment. Oh, whoops. And over here at 17, Matthew Fitzpatrick actually has this putt for par. Remember, went for the green in 2, hit it in the penalty area, dropped and played a third or a fourth shot. Paul from some 220 yards ends up making 5.
Makes eagle on his next ball.
Oh, man. This guy's pretty good with a putter. Matthew Fitzpatrick from short range to tie for the lead. Just drips it over the front edge. So Matthew Fitzpatrick has ended his front 9 with a birdie, his 4th.
Matthew Fitzpatrick with a fairly lengthy putt for birdie here, was out of position. In 2 shots, had a fairly long third into the green, but the way this guy putts, anything on the green's an opportunity.
Fitzpatrick has a little left to right swinger here to tie the lead at 5 under. Yes, Matthew Fitzpatrick catches Cameron Smith 5 under. They're stacked up behind there.
10 out of 10 today by the local forecast.
And we expect more of the same weather tomorrow and through the weekend. As Fitzpatrick coming in here at the 5th off his latest birdie, the tie for the lead. He'll have another good look to get to 6 under.
Back at the 5th.
And Fitzpatrick for another one for the outright lead.
It's got some swing. He has overcooked it a little bit.
Well, it'll be a tap-in par for go to 6.
And Fitzpatrick on the tee. Tied for the lead. Double drift to touch right. Safely on. A little farther away than he would have liked.
Not much at all right now, Scotty.
Top of the hill and then down. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's really good. Well, Fitzpatrick has, I've not seen him with the flagstick out, even for the really short ones. And that, I think, is a very good move.
And the 7th.
Yeah. Fitzpatrick with his second, some 281 yards. So the longest of hitters, trying to get it up around the green. Gets it into that left green side bunker, so not all bad. We saw Koepka get it up and down from there just a moment ago. Sure, anything just 3 or 4 paces past the hole, tend to run off the green.
Oh,
isn't that good, Paul?
Oof,
wow.
So nice.
And Fitzpatrick with a chance to take the outright lead here. This for birdie to get to 7 under. Oh, don't see that very often.
Not from him.
Nope. He'd already made over 100 feet of putts.
This for the outright lead to break out at 7 under.
Just right down the hill. And
oh, this guy's been filling it up today. He and Cameron Smith. As you look at Matthew Fitzpatrick at the 9th.
And Matthew drove it into the seam of a newly sodded area, so he called for a little rules advice and got it. Took some relief, dropped it into a pretty good lie. Playing now from 144 yards, and this young man is very interesting to me. I caddied for him a couple of weeks last summer in Ohio. He's a fascinating guy. He's a very, very good player, first of all. Drives it incredibly well, typically. And he's a fantastic putter, great greens reader. I think he's got an incredible future ahead of him, especially on hard golf, of courses much like this. And another thing that struck me about Matthew is he doesn't get caught up in the hubbub of what goes on out here. He just kind of keeps his head down, works really hard. He told me a story about when he won the U.S. Amateur a number of years ago. He was walking through the parking lot after his win, walked past a guy, and the guy said, hey, good luck at the Masters next year. And Matthew Fitzpatrick had absolutely no idea he just qualified for that tournament. So he's not a guy that gets caught up in the history of the game. He just wants to work hard and beat people.
Yeah, he beat Oliver Goss back in that 2013 U.S. Amateur, 4-3 in the final. He was the first Englishman to win that title since Harold Hilton in 1911. Is there one more birdie left in Matthew Fitzpatrick on the way at the 9th? A little outside.
Yep, not bad though, and that's a good solid par there at 9.
Well, Bones, I was just curious, does Fitzpatrick know that there's a $10.5 million purse in this World Golf Championship?
No, but he did get a text from his banker just before he teed off today, so.
He doesn't want to think about that, right?
Yeah.
Let's stay focused.
I promise,
don't get caught up in the hubbub, as you said.
Yeah, I promise you his caddy does. You win this week, you're going to get a big hug from your looper on 18 green.
All right, a little left here. Beautiful day for Matthew Fitzpatrick. Bogey free. 666, so he's in tie with Simpson. Koepka just one back in this field, which features 47 out of the top 50 in the world.
And Matthew Fitzpatrick finishing up with that 66, so both he and Webb Simpson.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. With Matthew Fitzpatrick, very well played today. The first time you're seeing this golf course. The Genesis Invitational last week, you tied for 5th. How much of today was a continuation of your excellent play?
Yeah, I feel like I played pretty well last week. The golf course is obviously a lot different, different grass and everything, and the greens are much smaller than they are here. Today, like my dispersion, I guess it sounds pretty strange, was just good, you know, aiming left and pushing it right, and aiming right and pulling it left. So it's just the way I tried to play today, and just hit a few close and made some putts.
It's a bit of a humble way to put it. You have a magical short game. Everybody in the world of golf knows that. These green complexes are so fascinating. How are you able to negotiate them?
Yeah, I think that the big thing for me is you've really got to think about your approach shots. It's so complicated into some of them where the flags are. You know, they're put in tight little areas, and you've got to make sure you catch the right slopes to either get it close or just to the fat part of the green. And that's what we did really well today, and got to do more of it in the next 3.
Job well done. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.
To watch another European Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.